Good afternoon, guys. For those of you who would like to boost your immune system, like I'm doing, uh, go ahead and go to Alaska Chaga, click on that link. You get 10% off and free freight. And for those of you who would like to help our veterans, go to Hero Soap Company. They are owned by vets and they give part of their profits to veterans down their luck. And if you want to learn more about CBD oil products and their health benefits, it's a great way to support the channel as well as helping your health. Go to martinbrodellcbd.com. It's in the description box. Also, if you'd like to start your own business selling CBD products with a great company, go ahead and email me. It's in the description box, and I will send you the name and the phone number of the individual to get a hold of. And let's go ahead and start with the Gateway Pundit here. So their top story is still the MSNBC films thugs looting Dollar Tree. Looters notice that they're being filmed, and so they attack the MSNBC on live TV and they tell them to go home, go the F home. And, I mean, this is what we've got going on. Yeah, I mean, will this trigger some people? Absolutely. Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of people leaving, a lot more people leaving these Democrat cities as there gets to be more and more violence. If they can leave, they will. Not everybody can pick up and leave. A lot of people, they owe a lot of money on their homes. Where are they going to go? Who are they going to sell them to? They got to have somebody to sell it to. And right now, I got to believe that Minneapolis is not exactly a hot spot for a lot of people to move to. And then Peter Navarro. Jerome Powell is the worst Fed chairman in modern history. That is one bad dude on so many levels. Well, the deep state is telling him what to do. And also, we know that the Fed should never have been allowed to be put in place. Never. And it will be done away with. And then Joe Biden, he says, I'll tell you later, let's go. He tells reporters to leave the Oval Office after meeting with Congressional Black Caucus. So which Oval Office is he in? Is he in the one that Amazon owns or the one that Tyler Perry owns down in Atlanta? And then Portland rioters lay waste to police cruisers in precinct parking lot. Yeah, I mean, these guys just do whatever they want. And to someone who's uninformed, they're looking at this from the outside and they're going, wow, nobody's stopping them. Nobody's doing anything to stop these people. Well, they're going to get stopped. Sooner or later, either Trump and the military will do their thing, or we the people will. Take your pick. Kamala Harris. Black women in the U.S. are more likely to die in connection with childbirth because of racism and implicit bias. She's just an out-and-out liar. She's a prostitute. She's always been a prostitute. Going back to the days of Willie Brown. And Americans aren't stupid. Most Americans still believe Democrats and Biden cheated to win the 2020 election. Absolutely. Yeah, we weren't born yesterday, really. Even though they want to think that we are, it didn't happen that way. And then unsuspecting Americans to be hit hard by this U.S. scheme to confiscate your savings. I'm looking at Alan Greenspan. Before it's all over with, Greenspan is going to be dug into. Texas bill will label parents getting sex change hormones and surgeries for their children as child abuse. Good. Good. Pelosi reportedly blasted the squad and mocked AOC in new biography. And the fur is going to fly, to say the least. Brooklyn Center Police Chief Tim Gannon and police officer who shot Dante Wright, Kim Potter, resign. Yeah, they've had enough. Young daughter of slain Capitol police officer William Billy Evans wipes her mother's tears as her father lies in honor. And you ask yourself, how do you actually die? I mean, I tell you what, there's a lot of stuff about January 6th that has yet to be exposed. A lot. Russia and China tell weakling Biden at the same time to stay out of Crimea and Taiwan, warn him of playing with fire. Oh man, yeah. We all long for the days of Trump. And then President Trump blasts Biden administration, FDA over pause of J&J vaccine. Our politically correct Supreme Court will get what they deserve. Trump slams timid SCOTUS and helpless Mitch McConnell. Explosive new statement. Oh my. Oh my. Let me read that again. Yeah, for those of you who think that Trump is out, that he's not, he has no power. Listen, ask yourself, does this sound like a man that doesn't have any power? Our politically correct Supreme Court will get what they deserve. And they will. They all will. All these state Supreme Courts. And then they're all going to get what they deserve. And then Project Veritas, CNN director admits network engaged in propaganda to remove Trump from president. Yeah, the guy just came right out and said, yeah, we did it. Yeah, we were able to get Biden in. And Biden speaks to Putin, calls for a summit in third country in coming months. Can you imagine what Putin is thinking? Oh man, he's got his popcorn. And then Brooklyn Center city official fires city manager after he called for due process for a police officer to avoid backlash from BLM mob. Crooked Raffensperger got to him. Georgia judge now reportedly preventing access to actual ballots in upcoming audit. I'm telling you, it'll get ugly. It's going to get ugly. And then Arizona also adjudicated thousands of ballots, 1 out of 8 in 2020 election. This should never happen again, and I don't believe it will. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and move on to Zero Hedge. Let's see. We were creating a story. Our focus was to get Trump out. That's the CNN director. You're going to hear a lot more about that in coming days. A lot more. New Orleans woman jailed after Schwab fat finger accidentally sent her 1.2 million. Accused of moving the mistakenly deposited funds into another account and using some of the money to buy a new car and a house. It's never a good idea to spend that money that has been accidentally put into your bank account. Never a good idea. And then Coinbase sets reference price at $250, well below last private market trade. Let's see here. Credit Suisse, still not done, dumping over 70 million shares of Discovery and IQIYI. Excuse me, I got allergies. They've been kicking my butt for 3 weeks. And then there's significant internal weakness. Why the flight to quality in the NASDAQ stinks. And I mean, there's a ton going on, I tell you what, especially in the market. Let's see, what else here? 2021, the year of the black swans, the trail of awful missteps of government handling of our economies, and a long sorry one. There's going to be a lot going on. This will be one of the most fascinating years ever. SPY has just done something it's never done before. Clots ain't stopping this melt up. Let's see what else here. If you blinked, you missed it. NY Fang plus 16% in 12 days. Big is beautiful, they say. Don't bet on it always. Biden to announce Afghanistan troop exit. Hard deadline by September 11th. In making his decision, Biden determined that Al-Qaeda and affiliate groups no longer pose a threat to the American homeland and that keeping U.S. forces in Afghanistan is no longer necessary. And Trump really pushed him. He messed up a lot of things there, but they're going to get their 100-year war. We're not out of there yet. Move to zero. Nike begins to sell refurbished footwear. Up to 15 US-based stores will carry Nike refurbished footwear. Wow. Um, yeah, I don't know if I want any of those. I don't think so. In fact, I'm not sure I want anything Nike at this point. Let's see here. Jerome Powell is making promises the Fed can't keep. Pelosi, Schumer tout no hate act to combat hate crimes against Asians. Going back to the Fed, we know that they have to be done away with. Have to be. As far as Pelosi and Schumer, they're toast, and they know it. Well, maybe they don't know it. I don't know. You know, you're looking at two people there that are so out of it. I mean, honestly, do they even know what's going on? I have no idea, especially Pelosi. Let's see here. Minnesota police chief resigns. We've talked about that. As boom as it gets, Wall Street has forgotten all about COVID, sees tantrum as biggest risk. Iran hits back after Natanz sabotage. Will start 60% uranium enrichment on Wednesday. And then clueless after your exposure, the EM rotation logic. Let's go to Breitbart. Biden in vax hell. He botched rollout, distro, and now FDA suspending J&J jab. Trump don't stop J&J vax. Fauci defends FDA pulling doses. We are ruled by science. Oh, really? Okay. Riot breaks out in Portland over shooting in Minnesota. Yep. Anything, any good reason, any reason at all for a good riot. You know, looting, burning, what the hey. And then just can't get enough, right? Students support voting reform proposal. Then find out it's Georgia's law. Those poor young kids, I tell you what. I mean, I don't know who their parents are, but they did one crappy job of raising these kids, because they did not raise a group of informed kids, that's for sure. But when the parents aren't informed, how the hell can they inform the kids? You know, when the parents are stupid, guess what you got? You got stupid kids. Poll, 62%, including 59% of blacks, say voter ID laws do not discriminate. And there in Georgia, it's over 73% of blacks want voter ID. And then Dems admit, easy voting more important than high integrity. Yeah, for them it is. DeSantis defends J&J Vax. Next TV product will watch as you. That's not good. Thank you. FNC's Faulkner. Biden's empathy is iconic. He's so present and so kind. Really? maybe he can act that way because he doesn't know where the hell he's at. He doesn't even know who he is. And then Ken Starr, homeschooling can undo anti-American public schools. Yes, they can. Game's over. Majority in Japan want Tokyo Olympics canceled or postponed. And then ADL's Jonathan Greenblatt. Not Fox News. Tucker Carlson needs to be fired. That's okay. He's doing fine where he's at. And then left-wing young, I mean, they hate Tucker. They hate anybody who dares to speak the truth. Left-wing young Turks host blasts inexperienced and clownish Buttigieg. Don't you like when the left eat themselves up? Rand Paul, Fauci should be removed from TV for fear-mongering. That's not the only reason he ought to be removed. Massive vehicle shortage coming over chip shortage. And GOP bill would end MLB's antitrust immunity. And that is all for now. God bless you. Have a great day. Thank you so much for your support. I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye, guys.